Nowhere throughout the Bible can you say the Sabbath was done away with. You saying the Sabbath was done away with is blasphemy, right? And even people, you trying to keep the Sabbath, and people you personally know, they don't want to keep the Sabbath. They still want to do Sunday stuff, and they think you weird. Dude, biblically, you blaspheming. What you're doing is blasphemous and it's heresy, right? Because Jesus just said right here that when the tribulation starts, when the abomination of desolation happens, right? And Jesus is talking about something after his death, burial, resurrection, and ascension. He's saying you still need to keep the Sabbath. So why are you not keeping the Sabbath? All right, that's one side note, learning on your way to learning. Another side note, learning on your way to learning, we always mention this. You know when it says no man knows the hour, like no one knows the hour, right? And it even says Christ don't even know, the Father knows, right? That's not talking about, it's not talking about literally when his second coming is going to happen. It's talking about the abomination of desolation. One, Paul even lets you know that, right? He lets you know that in one place he mentions that, dude, this is referring to the abomination of desolation. And here, Jesus just said, you better pray it doesn't happen on the Sabbath. That also lets you know Jesus don't know when this is going to happen, right? So and the reason why we say that too, everything in here is line upon line, precept upon precept. Just, if you're new to following us, or this is your first time here, listening to us, you might be like, how do you prove that? Yada. We do everything from the Bible, based off the Bible. The Bible tells you exactly what's going to happen in Daniel, in Revelation, once the tribulation starts, to when Christ is going to come, his second coming. It's pretty clear. He comes at the end of the tribulation. It makes that abundantly clear. So you'll know, like once the tribulation starts, you know when Jesus is coming, right? You just don't know when the abomination of desolation is going to happen and which starts the tribulation. All right, that was a side note, learning on your way to learning. All right, picking this back up at verse 21. For then shall be the great tribulation. Oh, so notice there he said, but pray ye that your flight be not in winter, neither on the Sabbath day when you see the abomination of desolation, right? Why? Because then will be what? The great tribulation. So you have abomination of desolation first. As soon as you have that, you have great tribulation. So this is also why, even with all this mask mandate, vaccine, and people want to, is that sign of the mark of the beast, is bringing the mark of the beast. There's nothing for you to be concerned about till they build a temple. This stuff, it has a process. The Most High didn't want his servants to not know this stuff. And remember, as his servants, he calls us friends, right? He wants us to know stuff, all right? So there's nothing to get concerned about till they build a temple. So they got to build a temple first and construct some type of altar over there in Jerusalem, all right? Then you can start getting, okay, right? Now we can start being a little concerned. And then when you see Papa trying to go over there, that's when you need to be really concerned. Okay? All right.